I know YouTube's sick of me. I know it. I just know it. I know they're sick of me, buddy. Finally. I know y'all tired of me, baby. It's all right. Let's type hello. Yep. Wait for everybody to come in, and while they doing that, let's make sure the volume's up. Yep, everybody should be able to hear me now. That's great. Welcome, everybody. Let me share my screen. I don't know why it took so long to connect today, but hey, we're gonna make it work. So we're gonna see. I know that PowerPoint should be open, so I want to share this one. I want to share, and I want to put it in the reading view. God bless everybody. I know you're coming. Give me your time to get here. And that's what it is. I'm going to look to see the live to make sure that you all can see me. I'm not trying to hit it. Okay. It says I'm live, so let's see. That's what it is. All right, Mia here, so that's good. We can go ahead and get started. Let me. How you turn this volume off? Because I don't need a double echo. All right. Greetings, everybody. Is my screen sharing? Thought I was sharing my screen. Let's see. You all should be able to see my screen now. Thank you kindly. Thank everybody for coming who's here. If not, we'll put it in the group, in the Facebook group after the fact, the private group, Eternal Financial Journey, just because I know that I'm a day off. Thank you for your time. I was traveling back to the United States. I am on U.S. soil. There's a lot going on. Another day, another dollar, right? So thank you for your time. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with our opening prayer. All right. Lord, thank you for the ability to create and present ideas that uplift others. Help us to organize your gifts, projects, and purpose so we may serve well and steward opportunities wisely. Let this session unlock new levels of clarity and alignment for those watching. Thank you for your time. Glory be to God. It is so. It is written. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. Now, let's go ahead and get started with I got a question for everybody. If someone, could you show them exactly how you would use that to change lives? All right. That's a legit question because by the so I want to think about that. If someone was to give you $100,000 today and say, hey, we'll give you $100,000 if you can explain what you would do exactly you would use that money to change somebody's life. All right. So let's get started. But that's something that you should know. Why is this internet unstable? And I'm sitting right here with the internet. Some crazy stuff going on in the world, ain't it? Whatever do you mean? I'm still online because I can see it. So let's keep pushing. All right. So today we're going to be talking about building a grant-ready digital portfolio. Okay. So as we have been shifting these last 2 weeks into building your digital presence, now you understand why you need a digital presence. It should all be coming together and making sense as for your business, why you should have it, why you would want to have it, what you can do with it, how you can leverage it, and how you can scale your business. All right. So now we're shifting to building your digital presence, your proof of concept. So you know how about SEO and being found on Google, search engine optimization. You understand more about your websites, funnels, landing pages, how to sell, how to profit, how to charge prices. A lot of these things you understand now. So now it's the proof of concept. All right. This is your digital portfolio we're going to be speaking about today, and how it connects with doing global nonprofit work or any type of business work, right? And presenting at events. Because if you're in business, you're going to have certain events that you're going to need to go to, right? As part of networking, as part of your business is to showcase your talents, your business, your services, and your products. All right. So that's what we're talking about today. Really? Let's go. All right. So what is a digital portfolio? What did I just tell you, right? It's going to be a great essence. Thank you, Jesus. Help me. I don't know why that man just backed up 3 or 4 times, but I'm glad he's gone. Anyway, it's like a hybrid between a resume, a pitch deck, and a media kit. That's what a digital portfolio is. It's like your resume, a pitch deck, and a media kit. If you don't know what those three are, stay tuned. This is what you're going to learn here today. All right. So it's where your vision meets your documentation and impact, right? All that lives in one place. Your vision, your documentation, and your impact. All right. So how your structured proof of work is, your impact, and your credentials. All that is in your digital portfolio, right? Some will be private, some will be public. I'm going to explain it. Okay. A digital portfolio, right? Why you need one? Let's talk about it. A digital portfolio is evidence of your credibility as a person and as a business and your capability, right? As you go on further, if you're doing contracts or if you're doing certain jobs, you need a capability statement. Just like it has to do with your capacity. Are you able to increase and scale, or do you have to decrease because you don't have the capacity to carry anything else, right? So when you're applying for grants, speaking with donors, uh, pitching to partners or collaborating with others, they want to see results and plans, right? So your business plan is great. You usually only need that when you're dealing with the banks for funding, right? Or sometimes you need them when you're writing grants because they want to see a business plan. It doesn't take that long to write it, okay, or to complete it. A digital portfolio builds trust and speeds up decision making, right? So who does this affect, right? So what's inside of your digital portfolio? Let's start there. So you can have photos and videos. Let's give you an example and say you're a chef. So if you've been to catering events and things like that, you should be taking pictures, right, of your food, of your quality products. Somebody should be writing reviews. So you can have photos and videos inside of your digital portfolio to show impact or product delivery, fresh, was it good? Was it tender? Things like that. Legal documents. You're going to have these things anyway. So proof of registration or proof of ownership of that business, right? They could be your EIN, your certifications, different things that you have. Okay. Um, you always need your mission and vision statement. This explains your why. That's already in your business plan. If you don't have it, I recommend you work on that now because that's what you need to do. Testimonials, right? So I don't care if you're cooking at home and your brother and sister coming over to come eat it, they should be writing you some testimonials. So whether it's in your house or whether you're in a well-established restaurant, it wouldn't matter. So that's up to you. All right. And then your bank information. This is not something you would give to everybody. But if you had bank information, like say you were doing, a lot of people like to do GoFundMe's. I wouldn't recommend that, but we're giving an example. So if you're doing a GoFundMe or a Cash App and you want people to donate. So if you're taking donations, then you would have some form of your bank information there, whether it's a QR code or a direct link, something like that, so they could donate or, you know what I'm saying, charity to give you money. What is a pitch deck? A pitch deck is just your idea with visual. So you can do it with pictures and talk under it, or you can speak to it. But that's what a pitch deck is. How are you going to pitch it to somebody? All right. So I just want you all to know that a digital portfolio is evidence of your credibility. You are who you say you are. You can do what you say you can do. You're licensed, insured, bonded, whatever it is, right? You're credible. You can be found on online. You can be found on Google Business. When they search for you, they see your business, your brand, your logo, everything's intact. That's part of your digital portfolio. Evidence of your credibility and capability. Okay? I don't want to overtalk it. It's very easy, right? Now, why do you need a digital portfolio? That's usually what most people ask. Well, why would I need it? We're in the digital era, right? Okay, you had the dinosaur age, you've had the industrial age, you've had the revolutionary age. This is the digital age. All right, we're in the time of computers and AI, right? If you're an 80s baby, we've lived through many things, right? Every 10 years it changes. AI is changing so rapidly, it changes each year. You better catch on to this curve. All right. So you need a digital portfolio because of professionalism. When somebody asks to see your work, you shouldn't be struggling to get it together. Even on your websites, or if you want to create a landing page for that, we're going to talk about the different types of um, digital portfolios, but you should always have one ready to go. If you're sending them to your link tree or to your pages and stuff like that anyway, good. Put a link and says digital link here or digital portfolio so they can see it. And they can click on it and they can see some of your work. They're not searching your whole website or your landing page or your funnel page, whatever you have, Google Sites to find it. So that's where you have to be better in that essence. Okay. If you want to apply for grants, any type of funding, they even have the new funding. When it comes down to you don't have to go through certain financial institutions, right? They even have new institutions, right? DeFi. We'll talk about that later. I'm just letting you know this helps you with grant readiness and funding. All right, even digital funding, right? And then if you have an investor, if you want to go to Angel Tree and all these places to get, angel investors and things like that, guess what you need to have? A digital portfolio. Somebody can't invest into what they can't see. You have to be visible. They need to be able to see it. For them to see it is to believe it. All right, because therefore they can see your work being put in. They can see everything in one area and call it a day. So you definitely need it. All right. What would you include in your digital portfolio? Well, I'm glad you asked. Right? I'm glad you asked. That's what you want to do. You always want to have your bio, your resume, and certifications. Let's say you're a nurse. All right. And you've been a nurse for 22 years. They need to know that you're a nurse. If you're a neonatal nurse, if you're a geriatric nurse, I don't know. I'm making up stuff, y'all. Whatever type of nurse and whatever your specialty is, that should be in your bio. Right. And why you're passionate about it, something like that. Your bio needs to look good. Your resume, that needs to talk for the last 10 years. All right. Chat GPT, DeepSeek, it's too many people that can help you get there. So if you have certifications or if you have license or things like that, if you're a registered nurse and you have you're a licensed RN, you might put that. If you're in construction, you may say that you're licensed and bonded and doing something with that. Okay. So it's up to you what you do, but you should do it. You could also include, like we've been talking about, images, videos, and reports. So if you're asking for money to say that you need donations, okay, we need to see that you've been at these book drives, toy drives, giving some clothes, shoes, socks, underwear, something. All right. If you're saying you're giving people, you need money for stuff in Africa, we need to see the stuff going to Africa. All right. If you need art supplies from the kids at the Boys and Girls Club, we need to see them in there being baby Picassos. So this is where the images and videos and reports come from. Because a lot of people who donate money to you will ask for a report and you will give it to them or you won't get any more money. Simple. Right? And that's an act of faith. You always want to follow up and say thank you and send whatever they're asking for. And the other ones will include depending on who you're sending it to, financials, mission, and vision. Sometimes you need estimated financials to see how much you need, right? Your mission and vision is critical to everything that you're doing. So you can include, for personal reasons, you include your resume, testimonials, certifications, photos, and videos of your work. For business or nonprofits or, regular business, it wouldn't matter. Your mission and vision statement are needed. And that's a beautiful thing. Just do it. Okay. Legal documentation, your bios, if you've been working on past projects, visuals, and a budget sheet. Because a lot of times they will ask for these items. So you got to get ready to do it. All right. Now, I know you're wondering, well, how can I create a digital portfolio? A lot of you have it and you just don't even know it. All right. So you can use Google Drive, Canva, or Notion. Canva if you want to make a digital page or portfolio page of what it's going to say, what's inside. That's up to you. You can just simply go to Canva and type in digital portfolio, and different templates will pop up, and you can do that for free. All right. You can use ChatGPT. It can make up something for you. Do what you have to. All right. Google Drive can just help you with the storage of putting things there, right? And saving. So there are 3 different versions of a digital portfolio. You have public, you have private, and then you have a pitch deck. We're going to go through those, and then you can see which one you would like. All right. Now, another question I had last week was somebody asked, what's the difference between an NGO and a nonprofit? What's the difference? Well, I'm here to tell you. All right. A nonprofit is in the USA, right? Registered 501c3 or some others for tax exempt service public goods, right? So if you're going to donate to different people and nonprofits, it's a tax write-off for you. You get a receipt. You don't get charged any taxes. It takes away from your tax bill. It helps you out tremendously. All right. So there's that. And it gives people more incentive to do it, right? To actually help, be a help and lend a helping hand. All right. Now, an NGO is similar, right, to a nonprofit, but instead it operates across multiple countries and is often used outside the USA. So if you want to do something like a nonprofit internationally, then you need to have an NGO, basically, right? Or if you want to use your nonprofit in another country, go register in that country so that you can create an NGO. And then you can operate internationally as well. All right. If you're going into that country to live and do some things and get tax advantages. If not, use your nonprofit and go on. All right. So I just want you all to know that. If you're starting in the US, you file a 501c3, all right, which is to certify your 501c3 to be tax exempt. That's what a 501c3 exemption status is. So that's what that will do. So an example would be your nonprofit in Wyoming is an NGO when it operates in Africa, Dubai, and etc. So you started it over here in the States, but if you want to go work in Dubai and Egypt and everywhere else, then guess what? I just told you, file a 501c3, open a nonprofit bank. I'm sorry, open a a bank account. Whether you have a nonprofit or LLC is up to you. All right, connect to Wise and Payoneer. It just depends on which country you're in, which one you're going to use. We're going to talk more about that tomorrow because we're going to be talking about opening up bank accounts abroad. and some of the top banks and things that can help you with transfer fees in different areas. Okay. That's what you want to do. Use your digital portfolio as part of your grant application and fundraising strategy. That makes sense because then they can see it. You can send your portfolio in. So for fundraising and for strategy, yeah, it makes perfect sense. Excuse me. All right. Now, I just spoke on this, but for the global NGO setup, what you would do, you would register your 501c3 in whatever other country. Then you will open up a bank account or an NGO bank account. And then you would use Wise or either Payoneer to pay for things. You know how we go around in the States and we want to pay for stuff, you can use Cash App or Apple Pay, all that type of stuff. Yeah, you could do that. Just when you see back. Um, and that's going to help you. But we'll talk about that more tomorrow and you'll understand better. All right. Now let me give you a scenario. All right. You're building a school in Ghana, right? You're building a school in Ghana and Accra, Ghana in Africa. Your digital portfolio would include your floor plans, the bio of your team, photos of past education products, budget and donation link that builds donor confidence. Well, why would you have those things in there? If you're needing funding, what's better than giving them the floor plans and your business plan? If people want to know who they're working with, it's great that you have a bio of your team. And if you've been in education, this is something you do and that you value, show past education photos and links, right? This will build honor and confidence with people that you know what you're doing, you've been doing this, and they can move forward. All right, and that's how that's gonna go. Now, presenting your portfolio. All right. When it comes down to presenting at events, this is very important for my people who are going to be presenting at events. Have a short version with you. All right. And because everybody don't need to be in your business, so have a short version and then have a long version. People that you want to have and give private access to that has more. Excuse me, do that or either print a QR code to your full portfolio. Don't go around just giving all your information for nothing now. That don't make sense. Make sure you print your executive summary and a digital folder ready on your tablet or phone. Always be ready to pitch. Because if somebody asks you a 20-second pitch and you're going up in the elevator, you want to be able to speak to it fast and eloquent and do what you have to do so that they will come back and look for your business and they will remember you. All right. So that's very important. So whether you're presenting at events to investors on a website or using a QR code, there's plenty that you need to be doing. All right. Now, presenting your digital portfolio professionally. I told you what apps that you could use it with, Notion, Canva, or Cloud or anything. You can put them on a QR code or printed code. The USB flash drive or website with password access. You can store it there if you wanted to. Up to you. When should you share a digital portfolio? You should share it after your pitch or during networking. If it's somebody you want to keep in contact with and you want them to see your portfolio, share at the networking event. Share and follow up emails or on and when they go your digital portfolio, you can enable it. So yes. More than one. Should you have more than one? Yes, you should, because you could use it for personal, business, nonprofit. use it for yourself. Okay. So should you have more than one? I would say yes. All right. You got a personal portfolio with your working values. You have a business portfolio with products and services. Then you have an NGO portfolio, which impacts donors, community plans, public links for outreach, and private links for internal. So if somebody wants to see something and they know, okay, good, send them an internal one. But if you're sending it out to somebody you don't know and trying to work with, send them the public version. All right. And why does this all matter? And building all three of these portfolios matter because guess what? Grant donor portfolios are tax exempt. Investor portfolio, no matter, you got a work portfolio, whether you know it or not. A media and public portfolio, wherever you can be seen, you got some type of portfolio. Notional website, different apps you can use, okay? A digital portfolio can help you with your global banking setup funds to fund your vision. Your portfolio shares it with the world. You sharing your work, your projects, and things you've done and accomplished to the world. And if you have a nonprofit, it structures, provides tax and credibility benefits, okay? So that's something for you all to think about. All right. Presenting your digital portfolio professionally, right? We just spoke about, should it be private or public? You should have both versions, right? Public is basic version, vision, photos, success stories, okay? Private is detailed, financials, bank letters, and legal documents. Because you know that's private because it has what? Legal documents, letters, financials, and bank. That is not something you would just give to any and everybody. Remember, you should have more than one portfolio version, right? You got a grants, you got investors, you got public storytelling, you got different ways to do it, right? And you can. Now, I want you to make sure you update these monthly, back up your data, make your pitch portfolio visual of story time. So you want it to be like a story. If you're talking about helping kids and helping people, your storyline need to have kids and people all throughout it, right? When you see you working, not sitting, not drinking and sipping and tipping, I need you to be able to doing work and giving them people a jerk because they finna give you this money. That's what's happening. And always lead with your why. Always lead with your why. So here's the final recap and strategy. All the tools, all the portfolios, the discretion, grant ready, all these things we went through. I just want to say personally, thank you for joining. Let's walk boldly into global purpose and be organized and equipped to do business and service around the world. This is a global interaction, not just local. So let me know if you need anything, if you all understand. And then we're going to jump more into the opening up business bank accounts, the different types, which ones work better for you, how you can leverage your personal credit if you need to, or how you can build up by itself by using eCredible, credit suite. We're going to talk about how to build your business credit from your DUNS number Wednesday, tomorrow. So I want you all to think about that, but I did want to give you the opportunity to speak if you needed to and just, say whatever you need to say. But you know what I mean? This is very important. This is very important. And hey, hopefully everybody's paying attention and everybody understands and goes from there. So let me know if you all have any questions. And I'm gonna stay here for a second and then I'm gonna just show you some of the things that we're gonna be going over later. Because I want you all to actually do well and do all these great things. and move forward with that. Don't worry about me looking bad right now. It's quite okay. I'm just tired. That's more or less what that is today. So today we're just talking about your digital portfolio. I do hope that you all will go in and actually look at the digital portfolio and see what you all could do to actually complete a digital portfolio. All right, as that will be important. I want you all to be able to do that and go forward. If you don't have your logo yet, this is the chance that you need to be doing it. If you don't have a website, you need to be working on it. If you're selling anything and you need to make funnels or landing pages, I hope you're doing it. Let me see what else I had to share with you all on here, because I definitely had pulled up some other things just because I hope everybody's working and working diligently to do what they need to do. As far as just being able to see how your 90-day progress is actually going. Right? So if it's important to you, it's June now. We're 6 months in. It's June. So I hope you all have been doing what you needed to do. All right. I do thank you for your time. I don't want to waste too much of your day. If you have any questions, let me know. Tomorrow is going to be longer. Why? Because we're talking about opening up bank accounts and different types of pay systems that you can use as you travel internationally throughout the world, and for business and for personal. Okay. So that's something for you all to think about. But I did just want to say, thank you for being you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. And I'm just looking at the conversation to see if you all have any questions. I see you said hello, but that's all I see right now. Right? And then if there are any other topics that you would like to learn or that you want to know, and after that, we're going to start getting into QuickBooks and then moreover building your business credit. You have to be in the mind to know these things, right? And we're going to start talking about deadlines again for October for filing taxes. Do what you say you're going to do. Hold yourself accountable. Stay praying, stay moving, and pay attention. And lastly, if you haven't listened to the Eternal Financial Journey podcast, it's on every platform: Spotify, Apple, Audible, iHeartRadio, YouTube Music, FM, Podcaster, Boomplay. Any and every device you have, it's there. Just type in Eternal Financial Journey, right? And if you know anybody who wants to be in a group, make sure to add them in. If not, I just want to say thank you. God is light. God is love. Mercy be to everybody. Love is to everyone. All right. So I'm gonna just wait here for another minute or two, unless you all have something for me. Today was short and sweet. Thank you for coming back. Yesterday I was traveling, right? I'm in and out of different time zones, countries, and everything. So, like I said, I'm stationary now. I'm back on U.S. soil, with a lot of big things coming. We're talking about all these bank accounts and things tomorrow because I hope you all are ready to invest. I hope you're ready to invest in your future, and not just with money. All right, with time, with your words, and how you think. All right. So there are different forms of currency, and we're going to start talking about that because I need you to get both mental aspects of that. All right. So I don't want to overtalk it today, but I do want to say thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming. Thank you for those that will go back and watch this later. Pop in on Eternal Financial Journey, and all is well. All right. Drops every Friday. Y'all be ready. I'm staying consistent. I'm staying posed. You all knew I was transitioning, so I knew probably a day or two would be off key a little bit, but that's okay. So thank you for your time. Glory be to God to everybody. I hope everybody's good on this good Tuesday over here in America. But I would say hello from beautiful sunny San Diego, but baby, it's dreary. I don't know what's going on. It's not sunny. It's okay. Tony, they might have lied, and They said it never rains in Southern California, and I'm telling you right now, it's always raining around here. So y'all let that be what it is. I can't wait till I see you. Pull up on y'all. Y'all be blessed. Thank you.